So today we're going to make banana bread. I have ripe, soft bananas. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bananas here. That's going to go in this recipe. We have our 8 bananas peeled in the bowl. We're going to take a mixer and we're going to mix them up. Cream them up together. Bananas all creamed together. Then we add our eggs, 4 eggs. You beat your eggs in with your bananas. Then we're going to add 3/4 cup of sugar twice. You mix that in well. Now we're going to add the baking powder and the baking soda. You add 1 teaspoon of baking powder and 2.5 teaspoons of baking soda. I like to run it through the little wire sifter to make sure there's no lumps in it, because it doesn't taste good if you get a lump of baking soda. So we're going to mix that together. And it also calls for vanilla. 2 teaspoons full of vanilla. I make my homemade vanilla, so we're going to add 2 teaspoons. Actually, we're doing this twice. So we'll 4 teaspoons. 1. You can see the little vanilla beans in it. 2, 3, 4. We also are going to add 3/4 cup of oil. And then we're going to start adding our flour. Okay, now we're going to add our flour. We've added the vanilla. We're going to add a little bit at a time and mix it in, which is 4 cups of flour. Okay, we're just going to scrape the sides, dry flour down, and incorporate it in the mixture. And then we're going to add our 3/4 cup of oil, and we'll be ready to put it in our pans after we incorporate this into our mixture. Alright, you can also add nuts if you prefer to do that. You can add peanuts, walnuts, pecans, any kind of nuts that you like. I like to use these little baking pans, aluminum foil baking pans. They make the perfect little size to share. So we're just going to spray a few of these with this baking spray and get them ready. And then we're going to get our ladle and we're going to ladle them out into our pans. Now we have our pans ready. We're going to preheat our oven to 350 degrees. Get it starting to warm up. I like to fill these little pans 3/4 of the way. And it makes it real nice and easy with the ladle. You fill them 3/4 of the way and they make nice big loaves. I make this a lot of times around Christmas, and these make nice little gifts. You know, someone single that doesn't do a lot of baking, they would very much appreciate. You can always also add red cherries on top, make it a little bit festive. And after they're done, you just wrap them up in cellophane and hand them out. Usually it makes about 7 of these little loaves, so you have 1 to keep and you have 6 to give away. Here we have our 7 loaves ready to go in the oven. The oven is almost preheated at 350 degrees. We're going to cook them for 45 minutes and then we're going to check them. If you see them pulling from the edges of the pan, then they're ready. And if they're not quite pulling from the edges of the pan, if you take a toothpick, you can insert it in and see if there's any liquid. If there's any liquid on the toothpick, it's not ready. Now that the oven is preheated, we're gonna take our little pans and we're just gonna put them directly on the shelf. In the middle of the oven. You don't want them too high and you don't want them too low. We are going to time them for 45 minutes. Check, the banana bread's been in the oven. So we are going to pull one out and test it. All you do is take a toothpick, and it's not pulling away from the sides yet, but you insert your toothpick in the middle, and when you pull it out, it's clean. So they are done. So we're gonna turn the oven off and we're gonna take them out. They came out pretty and brown, and they are as tall as the pan. A nice full loaf. There we go, our 7 loaves of banana bread. 1 to keep and 6 to share. We baked them at 350 degrees, and that was perfect.